Morning. Good morning, choppers. Looking for a short position on GU in and out 10 minutes. Anything below my view up, I'll be aiming at 30 pips or so to the downside on 10 minutes time frame. All right, so let's do an update. Yesterday took one trade, German 40. We held a nice buy there on German. I don't know, man, but I'm thinking, what time is it now? If the 10 minutes candlestick will close like this below VWAP, I'm taking a sell here on German. So if you took the German yesterday that we won, you're gonna be risking 50% of the money that you've already made if you had a good risk reward. So you can risk 50% of that. If yesterday you made $10 from the trade we took, then that means this trade you are going to risk $5. Okay? If you made $100 yesterday, you're gonna simply risk $50. Good risk reward. So I'm looking for a sell here. I just like the fact that we are closing below our VWAP. Something here. Put my stop loss just below. I just hope this thing doesn't go without us, man. According to my ATR, I'm looking at 37 or 30. Let me put it on 40 pips. 40, then maybe let me do it times 1.5 if I'm not gonna do. Let's do this. Let's do it together. Oops, we are opening things there. I need a calculator, man. Where is my calculator? Okay, that's fine. I'll do it here. If you say 40 times 1.5, you are getting 60. Then you can say 60 plus 40. So you'll be looking at 100 pips, maybe stop. Somewhere here. 100 pips, stop loss. TP, we're looking at this. Okay. But no trade has been executed as yet. I want to see how we are handling that level. I think this previous candle here would have been nice. This one here. This one, the way it closed. This one here, before this bearish one came in, that close below could have been a nice trade to the downside. So yeah, put TP on 200 pips and put stops at around 100. That's how I'm going to handle this. GU on the other hand, I'm just waiting to see if maybe anything that breaks below my VWAP, I'm also taking a sell short position. I'm aiming for at least 30 pips. Once again, folks, it's not about how many times you win. Risk management is everything. Don't bother yourself with things that do not matter. Your winning streak doesn't really matter. Especially if you want to keep things simple and you want to see yourself withdrawing every month, your winning streak doesn't matter. So like I said, with the trade that we won yesterday, risk 50% of those profits. That's it. So that when we lose, you still have 50 to risk again. So you must always have, once you win a trade, you must always have 2 trades to lose that money that you have made with 1 trade. NASDAQ is down by 1.87%. Oof, look at this on US30, but not really convincing. Not really convincing. Gold is up by 2%. Now trading at the all-time highs, 3,295. Just gonna put my line here at 3,300. Are we touching it today? Do we have divergence here? Not really. On 30 minutes, one would say yes, maybe. In my opinion, gold is not really ready for a sell. This thing is too high, man. Psychological level 3,300. That's a price. Maybe we can look for sell orders when we are there and see how it behaves. If it's holding 3,300 since it's a psychological level, maybe then. Maybe then. German is too low. Look at this. If we take this German sell now at 21,136, our stop loss will be compromised because we will be buying too much. We'll be selling too much at the low. Sure. Painful. I guess I'll just have to watch it. GU, give me something to buy. Maybe I can have something there. German is gone, guys. I cannot buy. I cannot sell it at this point. I cannot sell it at this point. It's too low for my liking. It's too low for my liking. Too low for my liking. Because if I take it here, my stop loss will be compromised. Too low for my liking. What are you guys looking at? Let's mark the register quickly. Tulan is in the house. First man today. Yeah, like I said, guys, see, this is no longer first man. Tulan is first man. A great morning to all the choppers and Mr. President. Bongani is in the house. Isnontanda is in the house. Tebs is saying good morning, choppers. Please, let's like the stream. So far, 16 people watching, 2 likes. We can do better. Indeed, my friend. Let's like the stream as many times as we can. Once again, congratulations, guys. We reached 7,000 subscribers yesterday. No, Monday. Monday we reached 7,000 subscribers. Road to 10,000. I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. Can we reach 10,000 before FMAS? Maybe. Sisbongi is in the house. Cryptum to say Moloni choppers. Trust. You know, once crypto is in the stream, I feel like I don't need to go for any TOSA lessons because I get them here for free. Thank you, Cryptum2, for the mentorship, my friend. Really appreciate it. Moloni choppers, trust sonke si lele si vuga and are all with abundance from within. New day, new trading prospect for the session and the day as asikwande much love and respect kuti sonke. Fine. You can go on ChatGPT, it will translate for you. Romeo is saying, good morning, Mr. President and the choppers. What's the opportunity? What an opportunity we have to trade the market. Yeah, man. You know, this morning I was just driving from somewhere and I was just appreciating God for my business. Thank God I don't need to look for a lot of things. I can just have internet, have my computer, look for opportunities and see how I can make money for my kids and my family to eat. So we are really grateful, man, for such kind of a business. Crypto is saying 8 likes, family, but we have 25 people watching. Please, let's like the stream, family. We grow in that way. Yeah, indeed, man. Let's ensure that we like the stream. Let's ensure that we like the stream. $52 people watching, only 26 have liked the stream. Sis Meg is in the house. Casella is saying, good morning, Mr. President and the choppers. Great morning. Cold weather outside in Devon, but we are up and ready. Yeah, I think it's a bit chilly countrywide. I think it's a bit chilly countrywide. Man, that German is going. That German is going. Still going down by 1%. I cannot take it at this point. As I said earlier on, it's too low for my liking. British pound, give me something to buy. I'm going to be aiming for 30 pips to the downside. Makato Godfrey SA saying, good morning, everybody. Hope you have a good day for all. Long Mabapa is saying, is it safe to short gold? Not yet, my friend. Up by 2%, psychological level 3,300. This is where maybe we can potentially look for some sell orders, given the fact that maybe we can find divergence within our RSI. You express, Mr. President, what's your take on German 30? I actually wanted to sell, my friend. Actually wanted to sell. I think I was a bit late. Maybe if I took it on this rejection here, just below my VWAP, I could have been filled nicely to the downside, but now could have been like 40 or 35% to TP or so. So I'm bearish on it, but I cannot take it now because it's going to compromise my stop loss. If I take it now, look at my stop loss, where my stop loss is going to be at. My stop loss is going to be at my previous resistance, so that compromises my trade. Because remember, we enter every trade to win, but we are not guaranteed to win. So either way, whether it's dropping or it's crashing, there's still a chance that you're going to lose it. So for me, stop loss is more than anything. Blackman is in the house. Temba is in the house. U Express is saying, yeah, 7K subs. Yeah, man, we have finally made it. I'm just hoping we reach 10,000 before FMAS. I'm just hoping. Malawi is in the building. Mandi says in the building. Mandla is in the building. Kinosi says, Mr. President, how many pairs you traded when you were a beginner? A lot. A lot. I traded a lot of pairs because I was looking for a lot of opportunities. I traded a lot, more than 10. I had everything on my watch list. And I'm sure by now you know I don't look at a lot of things. My favorite is WTI, German 40, and on FX I prefer trading euro dollar and British pound USD, which is the cable. $10.25 said, Mr. Press, do you prefer USD or ZAR account? For me, money is money. I know this question, or this topic rather, can be psychological. Some people want to see the rands there, right? Some would say, if I trade a ZAR account, I feel like I would have an idea of how much I'm losing. And if I'm using dollar account, sometimes I can over leverage because I don't know the value of maybe $50. I might think, it's just $50, and only to find out when you convert it is a lot of money in rands. So for me, I think I prefer dollar account because I've been using dollar accounts for the longest time. So I think maybe psychologically, that's how I have registered my thingy. So I prefer dollar accounts, and just because I'm used to dollar accounts, that's it. And by the way, guys, for those of you, I'm getting this thing, man, and I think I wanted to address it yesterday, but I couldn't. For those of you that say we wanna join you with your funded group with Okta, but the thing is Okta doesn't have a ZAR account, so we can't, because we want a ZAR account. Even me, unfortunately, I cannot help you guys. It's unfortunate. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I'm not forcing you to join Okta. If you prefer ZAR account and Okta doesn't have it, stick to what works for you guys. You don't have to change a broker because you see Mr. President always talking about this broker. Stick to your broker, man. Just stick to your broker. Blackman is saying, I'm already going short on cable. So as you know, that cable is British pound USD, right? Why would you want to take a short sell, a sell position now on cable, Blackman? What is your confirmation model there? What confirms that this thing is dropping? Because with me, I need this first. I need at least a candle that is closing like this. You know, so for me, I'm only gonna sell this if I'm below view up. Mandisa saying, I'm in, Mr. President, used ORB of London in the USA30 South and gold buys. What's your take on ORB strategy? Do you mean is it the opening range breakout strategy, if I'm not mistaken? Please clarify that for me. Opening range breakout strategy, is that what you mean? Kula is saying, morning choppers, gold almost ripe for a sell. Yeah. We'll look at it. Not ready. For me, man, we're still up by 2%. I don't think it's ready. Tamba is saying, looking for buy on German 40. A buy order can still work. The only way for me a buy order can work is if then this is a retest here. Oh, I already have it there. If this is a retest and people are trapped, like if they want to make a new low, they're trapped and this thing does something like this. So that's the only way I can think of a buy order. But other than that, for me, this thing is still bearish. Even if it goes to the upside, I'm still going to look for sell orders there on German. Blackman is saying my only issue with the Octa is trading view. Have you ever tried the Octa web trading platform? Blackman, for me it's not really much of a difference. Try it out. It's more like trading view. Try it out. I can tell you this without even sounding like I'm selling Octa, right? If you look at how trading view works in terms of executing trades, and you look at the Octa, we've done a session before on our private group how you can take positions, right, using the thing. Man, the risk management is so easy. So easy. You don't need a calculator, you don't need a pip calculator, you don't need none of that. You can just put even lot size. If you are not sure of your lot size, that thing will simplify trading for you. Try it out, the Octa web trading platform. Just go on the Octa website and you go to trading session. Very simple, man. Very, very easy. So maybe try it out and let me know. Then you can compare trading view with that platform. The reason why I think Octa is not interested in trading view is that platform is more or less like trading view, even better in my opinion when it comes to risk management. Because once you open a trade, you just click on SL, you drag it, it's gonna show you everything, the percentage you're gonna lose and all that. Unlike MT5 and MT4, where everything you have to do it manually, or have a system that you can plug there to calculate these things for you. Mohana Global is saying, how much is the private group? We don't charge for private group. It's free, sir or ma'am. It's free. You just sign up with Octa using our link. That's it. Oh, by the way, someone said, this thing of you making people to sign up with the Octa so that they can join your group, I don't understand it. Why don't you do it for free? Other brokers are doing it for free. Then go to them. With respect, go to them. Octa doesn't even know that I have a private group where for you to join, you have to use their link. I'm trying to give them business as they are giving us resources. That's all. That's it. If you think other groups, other brokers are giving you this education and the work that we do in the traders or trade with the MJ company, then go with respect. Check it out. We don't sell you signals. We don't sell you a lot of things. Every now and then, we are putting in the work, man. We are putting in the work. We are working as a unit. We are working as a community. We are trying to be there as a group. We are sharing knowledge. You can ask us questions at any given time. I'm always there for my people. You send me a text now, you ask me something, I'm always there. So let's see if maybe you're going to get that from other brokers. Because those things are not being provided by Octa. They are provided by Trade with MJ company. Even seminars that you get for one day, guys, you cannot learn trading in one day. One day seminar and you can learn trading. That for me is impossible. So in our group, we cover for people that are advanced. We cover for people that are beginners. Even if you are not a trader and you are looking into businesses, like right now, I've been asking people to send their business proposals so that I can invest in their businesses, right? the people that are in our group are the ones that are getting first preference in terms of getting those meetings, and we sit down. So check if you can get that from other brokers then. If you can, then maybe go for them. We can never force you. Zanel said, Mr. Morning Choppers and the President, being a while since I'm here, funeral fatigue and all, I just want to hang out, missed being with the Choppers, hope you have been chopping so far. Sad to know that, and our condolences to you, we were not even aware, but yeah, thank God you are back, and I hope you are good emotionally. I know a funeral can be depending on how close the person who passed away was to you. Guys, can we like the stream, please? Can we ensure that we like the stream? For Temba Hussein is looking for buy there. Where are you looking for your entry for a buy? US30 for me can be a buy with this candle here. This for me can come in as a buy. But overall, maybe from here, then I can look to sell. So again, guys, the trades that you're going to take today, with the TP that we hit yesterday, we are risking 50% of that, not all of it. You are not exposing those profits in this market. For those of you that are still looking for sell orders on gold, for me, it's not ready, this thing. Also, don't forget, tonight we are having a session, 7 p.m. Everyone in the private group, we are having a session tonight, Q&A session, and we're going to be reviewing this view-up strategy. I was not even aware. Euro is up by close to 1%. Didn't even notice. My frustration with this euro dollar is that we are playing between $1.14 and $1.12 on 1 hour. Let's have a look at the heat map. Euro is up by a lot, only down against the Swiss. US dollar is a bit down, only up against the Chinese yuan. These two, they are fighting a lot. There's a serious clash there happening. AUD also down. British pound, I would say fairly strong. New Zealand dollar strong as well. Canadian dollar neutral. Swiss franc on the green, up against all majors. Japanese also strong for the day. Chinese yuan weak. So I would say Chinese yuan followed by the US dollar weak for this trading session. So you just have to be careful there. If, for example, we are looking for a sell against the British pound, you have to think twice because this thing is weak. And British seems to be holding some ground. So you have to bear that in mind. One can ask Mr. President, where can we take this gem, and since it's already gone? We need to see how we are going to handle this level here on the view up level. 21,175. This is where we need to see. But possibly, since our stop loss was like here, we can possibly, if we go to the upside again, we can maybe reload around this area here. That US30, in my opinion, I think this can be a nice buy. 42 pips times 1.5. If you take a buy here, where can you put your stop loss? 40 pips times 1.5. Then you're around 100 pips or so. Then aim for 200 pips. Will it make sense though? 100. Something that one can look into, but on the other side, I'm just watching and observing everything here, man. Someone was asking if you have an Okta account already, do you need to join other? If you have an Okta account, you are more than welcome. If you already have an Okta account, give us a text. We will tell you what to do. You are more than welcome. You are going to also join the private group. Remember, guys, from the 28th of, we are in April, right? 28th of April, remember we are having Ultimate Trader trading competition by Top Trader South Africa, Okta, as well as Trade with MJ Company, right? The winner of that competition will go away with 15,000 rands. So make sure that you join the competition. For those of you, if you are a chopper, we're going to be having sessions every morning to see how we can help you win the competition. Litemba is saying, is talking to Crypto to say, quick scalp in gold to $3,285 region and back up. I can only look for that, Litemba, only if I hit the psychological level, which is 3,300. For now, I can't. I also need to clarify something, guys. Many people are asking me about like the video that I released about SARS working with brokers, that why would they want to tax you on the money that is in your broker and you are still trading it. So this is where people are getting it confused. SARS working with brokers has nothing to do with we want to get into your account and tax you there. No, it's a matter of if they have launched an investigation. For example, they are looking at MJ Given's case, right? They are launching an investigation. So they are seeing there are some withdrawals that are coming from certain accounts. So this person is moving from one bank to another, as well as when he's withdrawing, there's a company that we see their money coming in. For example, let's say I'm withdrawing from Okta every now and then, lump sum, right? What they will want to do is to figure out where is that money coming from and what is the purpose of that money. So that's when they can engage with the broker, right? That's when they can engage with the broker that, okay, we see money coming in. What is the purpose of this money in the bank account? Because when you withdraw from your broker, money comes in, for example, into your bank account, right? Let's say you withdraw, every month you're withdrawing $100,000 or 100,000 rand, right? And they have launched an investigation. The fact of the matter is they don't have to wait for you to always withdraw and find out where is the money coming from. They can engage with the broker to say, can you give us the records of this person? Because again, you must also bear in mind, some people are using brokers as banks. I don't know if I make sense. For example, look at it this way. If you have a broker and you have a bank, for example, right? You don't want your money to be seen. What do? You can say, instead of me opening an FNB account, I want to keep money, right, in the account. But instead of me opening an FNB account, I'll open a trading account and put that money there. I'm not going to trade it. I'm not going to do anything with that money. I'm just going to keep it there. So that means you are using a broker to bank, and brokers are not there for that. I hope that makes sense. Tabang is saying anti-money laundering purposes. Exactly, my friend. So the issue of SARS working with brokers, it has everything to do with investigating. They want to know. They want to know. Because think about it. You can simply tell the taxman that every withdrawal you make is a gift. How can they confirm that? Maybe something that we need to discuss while we are waiting for this market. That German is still moving nicely, man. Sure. Can one look into buying this WTI? This can be a good buy, right? Again, we have to see how we are handling this. $60.39 a barrel is a price we need to monitor here. There it is. Gold has reached 3,300. Hence, I said to you guys, you cannot sell it at this point, man. That would be dangerous. You cannot sell gold at this point. We have reached our psychological level. We need to hold it. So, as I was saying to you, Every time you receive money from you withdraw money, gets into your bank account, withdraw money back, you can tell the tax man that it's a gift. That's the reason why now they can go to that place where you call gift, only to find out, no, those are profits from a broker. But how would they know if they cannot engage with a broker? And again, remember, some people, man, are so good at trading that the only thing they've done before was to make a deposit once. Since someone made a deposit of 500,000 Rand once, and they're withdrawing every month and they're withdrawing profits, don't you think it's easy for them to say, no, these are gifts? And again, for those of you that are, let's say you are using crypto for payment, right? Let's say you are a graphics designer. And that's another thing I feel like, traders, we are missing this. We're thinking that to use a crypto exchange, you need to be a trader. You don't have to. To be somebody involved in crypto, you don't have to be a trader. Let's say, for example, you are a graphic designer or you are freelancing as an engineer, right? You are offering services to a company that is in UK. And that company says, okay, fine, we have a 12 months contract with you. You're going to be our graphic designer or our architect for this coming 12 months. We are going to pay you in crypto, right? Every month you are getting $5,000. Now, let's break it down. You are getting $5,000 every month. You are not a trader, but you are using crypto as a form of payment. Those are also the people that SARS are talking about, that they need to be taxed. So not everybody that is involved in crypto is a trader. Service rendered, you get payment. So SARS sees it as there's no difference between somebody that is getting paid in rands in South Africa and somebody that is getting paid in dollars, staying in South Africa but getting paid in dollars from a foreign company. There are millions of people that are getting paid in South Africa, right? Using USDT. Millions. So SARS is also targeting those people. So SARS can engage with Binance to say, every month we see 50,000 Rand coming in from you guys to your bank account. What's going on there? And when they check their records, Binance shows them that no, the money was deposited into the crypto exchange as USDT, right? This person converted the funds here on this crypto exchange and sent it to his bank account, which is a local bank account, converted. And brokers don't want you to use them as banks. They don't operate as banks. They are not banks. A lot of people are using brokers as banks. They don't even need to be a trader. Black man is saying they must start with sports betting. Those people transfer money using vouchers. I actually want to get into that, man. My team and I are doing research on sport betting, how they are taxed and whatnot. I'm still doing my research on that. I'm very much interested to know the whole modus operandi around it. And if you guys have some information, please plug me with some articles that I can read. Makato is saying, when I withdraw at FNB Monday, they filled what is called a BOP, which is a balance of payment, and this states the reason for money coming in. So you see, with you, chances are even your deposit was with FNB, right? Let me know there, Makato. Crypto say, so wish I had WhatsApp as I'm using PC and laptop only. Have Telegram. Reason I'm missing out on your group, Mr. President. Really wish. You cannot use Telegram on your PC. So wish I had WhatsApp as I'm using PC. We are using Telegram. Our group is Telegram. That number there is just for you to WhatsApp us on what you are WhatsApping us, then we are taking you on Telegram. So you are not missing out, my friend. Our group is not WhatsApp, it's Telegram. Black man is saying, Cable, your candlestick just formed. I need to be below view up, my friend. I need to be below view up. I need to be below this level. Put it like this. I need to be below this level. That German is gone. That German is gone. See what I mean about gold? Not ready, man. Passed through our psychological level. Not ready to sell this thing. We need to wait. Risky to sell gold now. Ladies and gentlemen, can we like the stream, please? That's all we are asking. Just like the stream. Let's not forget we are meeting tonight at 7 p.m., right? On Zoom. This German was beautiful, man. Makhathi say my deposit was with FNB to top one trader, but I withdrew through rise back to FNB and they want reason for the payment. Did you give them a reason and what are they saying now? Mukala is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Retabile, please share the link to the Zoom. Are you on the private group, Retabile? Are you on the private group? What's your settings on the VWAP? Standard settings. So I only unclicked the upper level, the lower level, the bend fill. So I just have only the VWAP there. Standard. Don't have much on it. So it's a standard VWAP that you get on TradingView. Only unclick some of these unnecessary things for me. Yeah, there is, my friend. Is there a way to be added? You can send me even a text on Telegram. You can send me a text on Telegram. Use the same number that I have there for my WhatsApp. You can text me and just let me know that you have an Octa account. I add you immediately. Octa funded account. I add you immediately. I'm hoping to get a trade during this session, man. I'm really hoping. Only have one trade since yesterday. I'm really hoping I get something. Yeah, that's so true, Tawang. The difficult part about trading is waiting, man. It sucks, but it's part of our job. Waiting in trading. That's why I believe you need live streams like this where you find disciplined traders. They can wait even if they missed trades. I think by now on this trade, our stop loss could have been on break even. We were aiming for 100 pips stop loss. 200 pips TP. Yeah, by now our stop loss was gonna be on break even, but I guess we have to wait for another setup. View up all the way, my friend. Break, retest. I mean, this is just simple stuff. Support and resistance. Maybe we will have something to bite on British pound USD. But I know waiting sucks in trading. The thing is, most traders, man, they wouldn't want to be in a stream like this, man, where we practice patience. They want trades. They want to enter. They will need money. Easter is coming. They need money. But the painful part is Easter is going to come and it's going to go, and you don't want to find yourself after Easter, you don't have any money to trade at all. That's the painful part. Always think about it like that. How many times have you blown your money because of that interesting weekend that was ahead? And you find yourself blowing money. And that weekend you even forgot about it, and now you don't have money to trade. It's important to practice discipline, guys. Stay patient. Remain patient. Wait for your setups to materialize. Don't just eat anything that you see. Any trade that you see, you are biting. Dangerous. One thing about the Choppers private group, guys, is that we are not falling into the pressure. Pressure is not something that we're going to fall into. If there are no setups, we just keep quiet, mind our business. That's it. That German moved nicely. It really moved nicely. Anything that closes above my view up on WTI, I'm going in for a buy. Gold almost up by 3%. Again, as I said, guys, you cannot sell gold at this point. What gives you the confirmation? Psychological level was at 3,300, now at 3,316. Possibly, maybe look for another psychological level, which is 320, maybe. If you traded with me yesterday, you've already made money yesterday, right? Relax. Wait for something to form. You need reasons. You need to write everything down. Guys, we are running a business here. We cannot call it a multi-trillion or trillion-dollar market and we are just going to behave as if we are gambling here. Guys, we are running a serious business here. I always show you my precision into taking a trade, right? Like yesterday when I showed you guys how I've taken that trade, what goes into my mind, what am I looking at, you know. Guys, already people are signing up for FMAS. This is one of our members have signed up for FMAS, the 29th and the 30th, remember. Like, I don't just take a trade. I mean, this is what I write down for me to know exactly what I'm doing. Because month end, you're gonna need to report. Month end, you're gonna need to report to your boss, which is you, by the way. It's fine, but you have to report. Chief, you've taken so many losses. Our account is going down. Our business didn't grow this month. In fact, we lost money. What is the reason? You have to adhere to that. But if you've got all the paperwork, you can trace where you've taken your trades. Why did you take your trades? You are running a serious business here. So if you don't have patience for these markets, unfortunately, you're always going to find yourself chasing these markets. And it's not a nice feeling because you will always be agitated wherever you are. I need a trade, I need a trade, I need money, I need this, I need that. You see all of this has to now go into my trading plan, structure everything down, trade taken, what was my concern. That helps me going forward. It really helps me going forward. Then I know next time if this trade failed, what is it that I need to go back and look at? If I may ask, how many times do you look at your trades? Like every week, do you have time where you review your trades and your mistakes? And no matter how good you can be, guys, you can have rules, you can have all these things, you will always make mistakes. That one, you cannot run away from it. You will always make mistakes. And take pictures, guys. Take pictures of setups. For example, you see we missed this trade, right? We missed this trade here, already calculated our stop loss. We used the ATR, average true range, to know where the stop loss is. We're aiming at 200 pips or so, right? 1:2, right? You must take a picture of this, right? Just here, take a picture, download it or copy it, and put it in your archives. And have a folder where you write missed trades. So if this trade wins, right? You didn't win monetary wise, but your setup won. Take a picture of it and write something about it. Okay, fine, Chief, why did you miss this trade? What happened that day? The reason why I'm saying that is that That's where you start realizing time as well. That, oh, I see, I miss my trades. And that's why journaling is important in trading. You say, okay, I missed my trade. Mostly I see around 9 a.m. to 9:30, I missed trades. Why is that? Or maybe during that time I'm outside, or I'm taking the kids to school, or I'm having meetings that time. Then you can figure out, if then I have a lot of trades that I miss, they go my direction but I miss, then you need to also write down, how can I change my schedule? Sometimes you don't even know whether the problem, you find that there's nothing wrong with your setups and there's nothing wrong with your trading, but there's everything wrong with your, how can I put it? Your schedule. Your schedule might be the reason why you miss trades. So you'd find that setups are coming throughout London session open. If you look at a lot of guys that are trading in the States, especially the guys that are trading equities, right? They look at market and session open most of the time. So you would find that your setups are always right. By the time you enter your setups, they lose because you didn't have an archive where you would know exactly at what time I normally get a good risk reward ratio. I normally get a winning streak at that time, or my winning percentage at a particular time is always high. You will never know because it's not archived. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this on Top Trader, guys. Sometimes don't be too confident in your memory. Yeah, you can have the best memory there is, but you're always going to forget. Think about it. We started streaming at 9 p.m. If I may ask, do you remember everything I said? No. But if you wrote it and noted it down, chances are you can go back and look at it. So it is always important to do so. And that's why you find yourself forcing trades, because by the time you want to trade, the markets are already gone. Or your setup is already gone. And you force it because your brain is telling you, Chief, you could have made money, you didn't. Try again. Maybe it can go your direction. This thing is all psychological, man. It's so psychological. I remember back then I never traded Mondays and Fridays. Why? Because a lot of people say, don't trade Monday. Don't trade on Mondays. Don't trade on Fridays. And I just used to follow that. But believe you me, the strategy I was using and the approach I was using that time, Mondays and Fridays, I had a lot of opportunities. But because I listened to someone. I want to give you a scenario of something. Let me be off topic a bit. I want to give you a story of this guy, right? This guy had friends which are twins. Let's do trading psychology a bit. I'm giving you, look at that. What is this? Something is going on there. Something is definitely going on. What is this? What is this? No news, nothing. What is this? What is this? What is this? Look at US30. We wanted to see if we can buy at this circle here at 40,065. Went down a bit. Everyone that sold too early here, they're taken out. What is this? I'm telling you, this season we are in trouble with this market. Can somebody please explain to me what is happening? The ones that had held this US30, you should be out on break even now. You should be out on break even now. What do you call this? What's going on? If you don't call this manipulation, then I don't know. If you don't call this manipulation, then I don't know what you call it. No news, nothing. Please, somebody explain to me what's going on. Do someone have information that maybe I don't have? Today, it's Wednesday. I don't see anything here. Exactly. Imagine trading without a stop loss. This is what I always preach all the time. Guys, what's going on? This is crazy, man. What's going on?
In just a moment. Before we do that, I just want to bring you a line that's coming out of China right now. China is open to talks if, and here's the big if, Trump shows them some respect, which is critical for Xi Jinping, and also names a point person. But maybe a crack appearing on the Chinese side and the possibility of talks opening up. Remember, yesterday we had this line out of the White House, basically the Trump administration asking the Chinese to pick up the phone and give them a call. The Chinese are prepared to do that with some conditions. Anyway, we'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's talk about what is happening with the market this morning. Under pressure a little bit on the stock front. The reason for that, we are seeing certainly the chip sector under pressure. There's a whole bunch of things that are happening here. ASML is under pressure. First quarter orders missing estimates. Nvidia slumping in pre-trade on those new China export restrictions that are coming through from Washington. In terms of the bigger story, tariff talks between the US and Europe appear to be stalling. Sources telling Bloomberg that US imposed levies on the bloc will not be removed. Plus, President Trump says the ball, as I've just been saying, is in China's court to make a deal on tariffs. This as Chinese GDP growth beats expectations, but a front loading may be coming through from exporters. Let's get back to the chip story. We'll come on to the China story in a bit more detail in just a moment. ASML is down pretty hard this morning. Let me show you some numbers. As you can see, we are seeing losses across the piece when it comes to the chip sector. ASML, lithography maker, makes the kit that chip makers like TSMC use to make the chips that ultimately companies like Nvidia need. ASML reporting bookings of just under 4 billion euros in the first quarter, nearly $1 billion shy of estimates. Charlotte Hughes Morgan joining me around the table. I've heard a number of people this morning talking about the fact that ASML's numbers are lumpy. These are big pieces of equipment. They are hard to kind of send around the world, and therefore orders tend to come in kind of lumps and bumps. Is this more than that?
I mean, totally. Well, that's certainly what ASML says. You know, yeah. These are lumpy figures. The lead time on these machines can be 12 to 14 months. But, I mean, you look at the shares, down 7% at the open, I think still about down around 5%.
Would they have been down? Nvidia was down pretty hard already.
I mean, I think you've got a double whammy here, right? Yeah. I mean, you've got the Nvidia news that's obviously putting pressure on the entire kind of sector as well. Yeah. But ASML, you know, these results were the bookings, which are the most closely scrutinised metric, are down by 1 billion euros compared to estimates. That is a disappointing result for them, and it says a lot about, demand, customer demand, and investors are kind of having these conversations about whether the AI boom, this kind of huge momentum we've seen, can really kind of continue. And then on top of that, we've got obviously the tariff uncertainty that ASML themselves flagged.
I read the statement this morning. They're pretty confident on the AI story still.
They are. They've been doubling down on this. They're saying, look, we're having conversations with customers. 2025 and 2026 could be growth years. They're looking like growth years. AI is really driving the growth in the sector. So that's what ASML is saying. But, we've seen analysts, we've seen some investors kind of flagging potentially there's some softness down the line in this market. You've had Microsoft walk away from some big data center projects recently. So you've got kind of two schools of thought here. But ASML, for their part, are saying AI is really driving this. However, across their whole results today, they have said, there is this huge uncertainty hanging over the sector in terms of tariffs and trade tensions. And actually, yes, if actually we were to see a recession or, tariffs were to start impacting spending, decision-making at their main customers, Intel, Samsung, TSMC, as you mentioned, if that was to start happening, well, then obviously that macro volatility would impact demand for their machines down the line,
Great to see you, Charlotte. Thanks very much indeed for stopping by to see us and updating us. Charlotte Hughes at Morgan on what is happening in the chip space. NVIDIA is down, as we mentioned. They're all down. Hard to kind of separate out exactly what is moving what, but certainly NVIDIA was down heavily after overnight. And we're seeing pre-trade this morning down by, let's call it circa 6%. The company revealing, so this has come from the company, not the government, the company revealing that it is facing new US restrictions on chip exports to China. We're talking about the H20 chip here. So the Trump administration has barred the sale of the H20, this chip which NVIDIA specifically designed to comply with US regulations so that it could export them to China. IPEC Oscar Descaya, senior analyst at Swissquote, joining us this morning to talk about all of this. How easy is it to invest in a space where I don't know what's going to happen day to day? The beginning of this week, the news around NVIDIA sounded really positive. But here we are Wednesday, and we've got really negative news coming through. And I don't understand from an investment point of view how you get the visibility you need to make an accurate kind of investment into NVIDIA or the wider space.
Well, it's because it's impossible to say anything that's going to happen by next hour. So the uncertainties are such right now that the investors are totally paralyzed. We don't know what's going to happen in the next hour, in the next days, and the next months. The only thing we know that the uncertainties are actually leading companies to delay their AI investment decisions. And this is what we saw in ASML orders today. And we think that this instability and uncertainty environment will last at least for the next 3 to 6 months.
So let's talk about ASML. As you bring it up, and as you say, you think it's going to last, the uncertainty is going to last for quite a while. What is the lag between ASML having a weak order book, a weak bookings number, and that then feeding through into TSMC? We're going to hear from TSMC.
There you have it, folks. Where's that WTI, by the way? Look at that. We wanted to buy close above $60.36, but there was no way that we want to catch this because, I mean, how do you buy at this point? German as well. Guys, I hope if you took this German, you had your stop loss on a break even. You are like 90% to TP on this trade. Still, anything closes below, we can still have that downside momentum. Guys, I think, because look, fine, if everything have to do with this tariffs war between China and the United States, dollar is down, Chinese also down. Look, Chinese yuan is down, dollar is also down. The two giants are down at this point, right? Down by 0.68% against the euro, down by 0.76% against the euro. I mean, the dollar is down by 0.76%. They're both down. This is clear manipulation. This is just clear manipulation. FX League is saying technicals are being killed at this market. Yeah, definitely, man. Something is going on here. And that's the reason why I say, guys, if this market you're not going to trade with the stop loss, all the best to you. All the best to you. Remember my rules. If you are like 70% to TP, put your stop loss on break even and cover yourself. If now, in fact, now don't go for 70% to TP. Go for 65% or 60 to TP. Put your stop loss on break even. Look at how beautiful this trade was. Man, go in your direction nicely. And all of a sudden, boom. No news, nothing. Purely fundamental and manipulation going on. Gold almost hit our psychological level at 3,018, 3,020, now below 3,300, currently trading at $3,294 an ounce. Still looking to sell cable. Still looking to sell cable. Crazy things happening, man. This season or this cycle of trading is either you're going to be filthy rich or you're going to lose a lot of money. And I don't mean to discourage anybody. But what I'm saying is, guys, have your stop losses in place. Do your risk before entering this market. Crazy volatility going on now. This WTI, the buy we wanted here, where are you going to catch it at this point? And one can say, Mr. President, why did you look for buy orders there? It was clear for me. Let me show you something. For me, it was clear. The reason why I wanted buy order here above VWAP was, think about it. This market is dropping to the downside. We made a new low. Retail traders, they want this and make a new low, right? And the market usually doesn't do that. They get trapped, put their stop losses maybe around here, and let's see what the market does after that. If you took a sell here, you are out already on stop loss. Again, it goes back to what we were saying. Be patient in these markets. Don't be fooled by this vector candles coming from nowhere. Don't be fooled by this. Relax. Wait for this market to breathe and give you something. US30, we wanted the buy here. And again, one can say, Mr. President, why did you want the buy on US30? The reason why is that I know that retail traders want to make a new low. They are trapped already. Caught on the wrong side, takes out their stop losses. On 1 hour, don't sell there. It's a sucker trade. Don't sell there. It's a sucker trade. You'll be squeezed on the wrong side. Very, very unfortunate stuff. Look at that German. Look at how painful this is. Close to TP and all of a sudden an evil candle comes from nowhere. One would think, should we sell here? Absolutely not. I'm going to look for buying orders around this area here. More or less, this setup is more or less the same setup as WTI. Let me put it in like this so that I can show you the difference. I'm going to put NASDAQ below here. More or less the same. This setup is more or less the same. Check it out. When you're thinking it's gonna sell, then you get trapped and it goes your direction later. So you see what happened here. I'm anticipating the same thing on NAS, something like this, more or less the same thing as that. Cable also moving nicely. If I had a meeting today, I'm canceling all my meetings. I'm definitely trading today. I'm definitely trading today, not when I see something like this. There's potentially money to be made today. Serious money. To be made or to be lost, depending on the approach. Guys, can we like the stream? Some of these candles are coming in because we don't like the stream. $100 people watching this, only 68 have liked this. The reason why we are finding these candles is that our stream is not being liked. So like the stream. Tema, we are still waiting for a price, my good sir. We've been asking for price like 1 hour ago or so. If you are looking for buy on German, what was your price? I'm never interested in the direction. I'm always interested in the price. Direction doesn't really matter. I want price. I'm telling you, if we hit 100 likes, this market will come down. Believe you me. That is so true. FX Click is saying one question is, who has this much money to cause such manipulation? I mean, it's happening in all fronts of Forex, commodities, energy, stocks and indices, bonds. Like I always say, my friend, if you are thinking that retail traders, we have money, we have quantity, but we don't have money. There are guys that are doing this, man. There are guys that are doing this. The only way to protect ourselves at this time as retail traders, risk. Alright, they're saying candlesticks are not coming because you are not liking the stream. Next thing people will say you increased VAT, then you get angry. But on this one, I'm honest, man. Mark my words. If we get 100 likes on this stream, cable will go down. If we get 100 likes on this stream, this will go beyond view up. Mark my words. You will see. You guys, you watch a lot of movies. Lyle Swazi say Bobby Axelrod clearly manipulated. If you've never watched this series called Belongs, then you wouldn't know who Bobby is. The only Bobby we know in South Africa, Lyle, is Bobby Mutau. Yeah, clearly Axelrod manipulated. What's the other name of the other lady, man, who started her own firm? David, we don't know. We also don't know what happened, my friend. We also don't know. We were sitting here talking. I was actually making an example of something. Some of our members had a nice sell here on German, moving nicely close to TP, and we saw this. We also don't know, my friend. We were waiting for a buy on US30. It was gone. We were also waiting for a buy on on WTI. It was gone. We also don't know what happened. Taylor Mason, yeah, Taylor. Clearly Taylor did something as well there. For those of you that are traders, go watch that series, guys, and you will realize what's going on behind these markets. This whole idea that if I'm buying in South Africa, someone in Japan is selling, you will lose that mentality. Go watch, see what the big guys. When you talk about hedge funds and money managers, see what BlackRock is doing, see what Vanguard is doing. All these capital firms, see what they are doing and why the market reacts the way it's reacting. Last time I told you that we are finding companies that are owning a portfolio in Tesla, dumping their own stock. Where have you seen that happen? How does one make sense of that? And maybe you are thinking, Elon Musk is crying. Yeah, Elon Musk is crying in the public face, is acting as if he's going down. I'm sure his pockets are deep, filthy, full with money. Elon Musk will appear as if he's crying on the Fox News. I'm going through a lot, but he knows, man. Don't be fooled by what is happening. These guys, they control everything, and I hope they don't end my stream. YouTube has this tendency when we speak about such kind of things, the stream will end from nowhere. So the name of the series, Rita, is called The Billions. Go check it out. This is the series. Go check it out. The only thing I don't like about this is the swearing, man, is too much. The swearing on this thing is too much. I don't like the swearing, but this is a series that will open up your eyes about a lot of things. So this is Bobby Axelrod. This is the guy who makes things happen. I don't know which season I saw this. When was the last time I saw? This is one crazy guy. This guy and his wife are doing crazy things. Crazy. But for me, the brains of this one here, this here is a real deal for me. In my opinion, this is the real deal. This lady here does make things happen. Genius, genius, genius. That is so true. I'm sure with what happened today, this one here, this guy here, Chuck is already with the SEC. I'm sorry, Rita. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm really sorry. But go watch it out. Very interesting stuff. Go watch it out. Also, not to forget, another genius here, underrated genius, the father of Chuck Rhodes. This old timer here is very underrated, but if you listen to his moves, very smart. I think he's smarter than his son. For me, another Dumbo is this one. This one is just following everything everybody says. So yeah, guys, go check it out. And I know the way I like being attacked. People say MJ has an affiliate with billions now. Where's the link? Where's the link to watch this series? I know I'm going to be attacked for this. He was showing the series there. He has a link with it. The same way I have a link with SARS, a link with... Let me not say anything. One can ask, Mr. President, can you still go for a sell here? If I close below my view up, I might take a sell. The name of the series is called Billions. Billions. But please don't watch this with your kids. Actually, I don't like the way they swear, these guys. They swear a lot. Yeah, Chuck Senior is definitely more sneaky than Junior. Yeah, that timer has brains, man. If that timer has serious brains. He's always manipulating his son rather. Always. You see, Lyle, let me tell you something, my friend. You see, if our trading community, like in South Africa, if we can watch such kind of series, right, and think like those guys, and come in together and just think, guys, we know that this market is manipulated. We know that we don't have the money, but we know people have money out there. How do we come in together, put brains together? And I think that's what Taylor did. As much as Taylor is smart, she will always do a consultation. Even Bobby is not just doing things on his own. Consultation. If only we could come together and try to see, guys, how can we really change our lives? Very, very, very educational. I told you, you see now, GU is going up because we are not getting those 100 likes. Can we like the stream? Yeah, indeed, my friend. Let's really change our lives and make money in this market. There's a lot of money to be made in this market. Right, what's my approach on German? Only if I close below view up, I can look for an entry again. Only below view up. GU, I'm not getting anything as yet. Not getting anything as yet. US30, my buy was gonna come at 40,000. Missed it. WTI also gone. Missed it. No trades for this one. I think my attention now will be on this German 40. It's still down, by the way. This move to the upside really means nothing. It's still down by 0.71%. So there is still a chance for this thing to be down the whole day. That's 100. I need to hold, or I need to hold at this price, my friend. Let me have an alert there. I need to hold this price. Holding at that particular price gives me an idea that price can switch over from there. If I'm not holding there, then I'm gonna be on the sideline. So 18,000. Let me say 18,726 maybe. I was just explaining there. I was just explaining something. Where is my sticky man there? Or there? So I was saying to you guys, look, the importance of psychology. So I was just going through this guy, explaining something. So there was a gentleman, right? Guys, Germany is still moving nicely to the downside. Close below, remember, I'm all in for a sell. I need to see again. This price here is very interesting. This price here is very interesting. Again, another reason might be those who committed too early, like we did earlier on. Chances are stopped out. Maybe this thing goes our direction. But if we are just above our VWAP, it will be dangerous to look for buy orders here, right? But if we are below it, like so, we can still aim for those sell setups. So as I was explaining to you, the power of psychology, right? So these are twins. I want to show you that when markets are volatile as they are, what usually happens is your brain is going through a lot of things. Am I missing out, right? So let's say you didn't take a trade at all, and you are just on the sideline, right? And you are seeing this. What happens to your brain? A lot of things are happening. You are thinking, I'm missing out. I need to get in. I need to do so. I need to, right? And you want to make money at this point, which makes sense. So I wanna give you a story of these twins. So these twins, one had a room on the left hand side and one had a room on the right hand side. So these are like big rooms. So they had a friend, right? And I know it won't make sense in the beginning, but please hear me out. Listen to what I'm saying. So they had a friend who came to visit them. So this friend was here. I want to show you how this goes in line with trading psychology. So when the friend visited, these two guys, the twins said, listen, where do you want to sleep? You want to sleep in the left side of the rooms or the right hand side? You want to sleep with this twin 1 or twin 2? This guy chose to sleep on this room, right? And when he chose to sleep on this room, this one decided to go sleep with his brother here to accommodate the visitor. So here there's no one. This guy goes and sleeps on this room. Okay? So day one, he's sleeping there. He gets attacked in the midnight hour by, let's call it a supernatural object or a supernatural being. He's sleeping in room one. The twins are on the other room, right? He's sleeping there and he gets attacked. In the morning when he wakes up, he talks to the twins. Guys, I'm attacked in this room. Why is that? And the twin is like, no, I always sleep there and nothing goes on, right? Sleeps again day 2. He goes to the same room, right? And what happens is he gets beaten again. He gets attacked by this supernatural being the whole night. Okay? He wakes up in the morning. He says, guys, I'm not comfortable in this room, but I will give it a try again. Okay? If I get beaten again in this room, something needs to happen. He sleeps again for day 3. He gets attacked again. Then day 4, he's like, guys, I'm tired of this. I need to switch rooms because I want you guys to experience what I've been experiencing. There's a superstition or supernatural thing going on in this room, and I'm tired of it. Okay, let's switch rooms. So what happens is that this guy switches rooms with the twins. The twins comes and sleeps on this side, and this guy comes and sleeps on this room. Now let's draw this object, which is that supernatural. I'll put it like this with many legs, right? Now this is the. Let me make it with a different color. Red for danger. Okay. Now this is the thing that was attacking this guy all the time. Now when they switch the room, it's what? Day 4, right? This guy switches the room to the other side. The twins go back to this room. Now this creature here decides, you know what? I've been attacking this room a lot. I've been attacking this room a lot. Today, I want to attack this room. He comes and he attacks this room. Guess who he finds? He still finds the same guy he was attacking all the time. So with him, he was not personally on the person, right? The agenda was not with the person. The agenda was with, I must attack a room. So he's been attacking this room for quite some time. Now he's changing appetite. He wants to attack this room. And when he comes in this room, he finds the same guy. Right? Guess what? Same thing with trading. Where you are selling, you lose. You sell again, you lose. You sell again, you lose. By the time you are saying, now I'm going for a buy. So then every time you are selling, the market was going up. By the time you are buying, the market is going down. Psychology in trading, guys, is everything. If you are going to change your decision based on what you see, then clearly you don't have a strategy. I hope that makes sense. So I can never chase this market. Never. So just because I see the market is going up all the time, I want to buy. For example, if now I'm seeing that GU is going up, I see that, okay, fine, we came at this low, I buy, or it bought, right? Another low here, bought. Another low here, bought. Another low here, bought. When it comes at this point, if I'm going to buy, chances are it's going to trap me. That's why I'm very careful with my decision making. I don't just do things because I see it happen. Let's wait for this German. I hope it makes sense to you. Temba, I beg to differ with you. Every fast move in trading is manipulation, my friend. Go make research about vector candles. Every fast candle in trading is manipulation. I beg to differ. You cannot have a market that is $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50, $55, $60, $65, $70, $75, $80. You can have candles moving for 80 minutes straight, going a certain direction, and in 3 minutes, in fact less than 3 minutes, you are finding a candle coming from this to this level here, even surpassing that price within 1 minute. You cannot clearly say that is not manipulation. I beg to differ there. It's like you are having a stock portfolio for 80 days. 80 days, that stock portfolio was moving from one price to another, and within an hour, that movement is covered. What do you call that? Go make research about vector candles. That's why they will tell you every market open, every market close, there must be a bit of manipulation going on. Every market open, every market close, every news release, there will always be something. Why do you think there's a problem with insider trading? That you know that tomorrow a CEO of a certain company is going to resign, and a lot of a sudden a market is crashing from nowhere. What do you call that? But yeah, I'm still bearish on German 40, irregardless of this. This movement here doesn't really bother me, as long as I'm below my view up. Still above my view up, therefore it will not be safe for me to take a sell. But if I'm below it, then I can look into that. Tabang is saying that's definitely manipulation. Yeah, Temba is saying it's not. I beg to differ with him there. You cannot have, you cannot have, and I'll give you a practical example with South African Rand. I always mention that example a lot. Let me go to it. I want to show you something. Back in where am I? Back in when was the time Jacob Zuma was the president of South Africa? This is 2023. Let me go back. Let me show you something there, Temba. If you are saying that is not manipulation. This is 2020. There it is. 2018. I want to show you something. Let's go back. There it is. This is actually what I want. Come on, man. In the history of trading in South Africa, have you seen something like this happen before? The rand came from 16 rand 26 cents to almost 18 rands within an hour. All I can say is Go back and review the Zondo Commission and listen to what Jacob Zuma said that time. He says, I actually wanted to replace Pravin Gordhan. I like making this example a lot, just to open up some people's eyes a bit. He says, when I said I'm going to replace Pravin Gordhan as the Minister of Finance, he said, I received a call from the Ruperts telling me that, my friend, if you do that, we are going to take the rand to 18 rand within a short space of time. Right? You tell me then, if we are going to watch news, they are always saying investors. How can a family have so much power? Who owns the banks? Who controls the finance industry in South Africa? So for Zuma to come and say, they called me, go check it out. It's public information again, guys. All the records from Zondo Commission, they are there. I was watching it live. He says, they called me and told me that if you do that, we are going to take this thing to 18 rand. And that will be a sign that investors are not interested in investing in this country anymore. We don't have confidence in what you are doing. And whenever we hear this word investors, who are those investors? Are we really those investors with our $50 deposit? Think about it, guys. With a $50 deposit, are we really investors? I think just for fun, I think you should change your name from just for fun to just for facts. Listen to what he's saying. He's saying manipulation does exist. I would say it's the backbone of market. As a key player in the market, I would manipulate and induce traders into the wrong direction in order to fill my big orders. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. For every buyer, there must be a seller. It's retail sentiments against order flow management. What are non-commercial companies doing and what are retail companies doing? Absolutely. You are always confusing us, Temba. My problem with you is that you are always confusing us. You are saying to us that there's no manipulation going on here. And that's why we get confused. You're talking about the gap. Yeah, we see the gap. The gap is not even filled. The gap that you're talking about is not even filled, right? This is how we fill the gap at 21,353. You are saying there's no manipulation went on these candles here. Then you are confusing us. We've been asking you before you said a lot of things. We've been asking you, give us price for the longest time. You only gave us price when this thing went up. So that's why we beg to differ with you. You cannot tell us that this is not manipulation. You really cannot tell us that. I mean, even if I can go down to 1 minute. Unless we started trading yesterday, guys. Are you really telling us that there's nothing? Are you really telling us, Temba, right? Guys, I need to be schooled on something. Are you really telling us that we had How many minutes are this? Look at this minutes here. Right? These are like 80. This is the work of 80 minutes. This is 80 minutes. The work of 80 minutes is done by 1 minute. Tamba, make me understand, my friend. Then what do you call that? White Eagle is saying pure manipulation. I was on 1 minute and there was manipulation, no doubt. Make me understand, what do you call that? Because we normally see this during news, isn't it? I've been asking you, give me price before this thing went up. Give me price. I gave you price on US30. My price on US30 is that I'm anticipating it to go up. My price was here. I told you straight here on the stream that I'm looking at buying at 40,066, right? I have a price. I'm not saying this thing will go up. I have a price, right? And even if this thing went up, but for me, what do you call this then? What do you call it then? The market does fill gaps all the time, but my question is, does the market fill gaps like this every day? Because every time we are filling gaps, we are gradually filling those gaps. But you are telling me that a work of 80 minutes is done by 1 minute. No news, nothing. And again, if we are saying this is tariffs, for example, so let's be fundamental. If we're saying this is China and US tariffs, no? For example, let's say this is China and US tariffs. US dollar is down, right? Chinese yuan is also down at the same time. The question is, who's doing what and when and where? So we don't disagree with you that the market must fill the gap. Why we disagree with you is that you are saying there's no manipulation that went on there. That's where we have a problem with this. Because you are saying all, you see now, listen to this. That's a trade deficit balancing of trade by market makers. Exactly. For every buyer, there must be a seller. They see the money, we don't see the money. So if they're saying, guys, we need to balance our books, right? Where is the money? We've got 4 trillion on the upside, or we've got 3 trillion on the upside. We need to catch that before we make another move. What do you call that? And for the fact that, is it Black Crow Cinema is saying, buy market makers. Who makes the market? That is so true. Hence, you see the gap when the market was so filled. And you look at the pace in which this thing wanted to fill this market. You look at the pace in which this market was filled. Still, German 40 down by 0.6%. Like I said, I'm closing below that. Still looking for those sell orders quickly. In and out, maybe look for 100 pips or so. GU still trading at $1.32. Anything below that, that's when I can look for sell orders. Imagine you are having an investment on a certain portfolio for 15 days straight. This thing is moving nicely to the upside and you are making those relative gains, and all of a sudden your portfolio manager calls you and say, man, you are in the red. I'm like, what? You are in the red. You are in the red. You are going to freak out, man. You are telling your family members, guys, I have a portfolio that I'm looking at and it's moving nicely. I'm having some gains there. By the way, guys, please keep your comments coming. I actually like and enjoy such kind of conversations. Yoshi's asking, what do you... Yoshi's asking, why can't I go up? What do you think of market makers not being controlled by people, but by an algorithm, Mr. President? It's not actually buyers and sellers. I didn't make this up. Just want to know, what do you think? Like I always say, you know, I had a conversation. So I was doing an interview with Business Day TV on Friday, right? With a certain gentleman. He's deep into trading equities and all that. So this guy, he meets with a lot of guys that are in investment schemes, right? Obviously the licensed ones. And just before my interview, he was actually having an interview with the CEO of Discovery Bank. Man, this guy was just telling me that the amount of money. So I want to go back to what Yoshi's saying. It's actually true. He was just telling me that the amount of money that these guys are putting into technology, right? Bots, just investing in algorithmic trading in general. Millions and millions and millions of rands are being invested. So if we are going to think that trading is just buyers and sellers, just me in South Africa against somebody who's in China. So MJ said buy, someone in China said sell. If it goes down, that person in China is the one who influenced the sell. Then I don't know, guys. Then I don't know where we're going with this. Go also study this and understand what is happening. Come on this website and see what these guys are doing. Oops. Come on this website and see. My only problem with the COT report, right, seeing what non-commercial companies are doing. My only problem with this is that by the time we get the information, the market has already moved, but at least you get an idea of what is happening. They are actually giving you the idea. I also like what Cinema is saying about market makers are telling us information of how the future is shaping coming off the recent market crash, right? That is absolutely true. You get the idea of where we are going. And that's why we are getting a lot of things on the internet, smart money concepts, beat the market maker, and that kind of information. My only problem with this is that information, when it's being given, you would find that the market had already moved, but it gives you an idea. Let's say you are a long-term investor or you want to swing this market. If the spread is high, definitely you'll find that non-commercial companies, they don't have a direction. It's a matter of seeing where the money is, right? Because the spread is high. But when the spread is low and you are seeing that on the buy side, orders are being increased, you've got net long positions increasing, then you also get an idea. And I think it's something that we've been saying about gold for the longest time, that the spread, which is buyers and sellers in the same pool, right? Buyers and sellers in the same pool, increasing, no direction as yet. But all of a sudden we see the spread going down and you are seeing that, fine, non-commercial companies are increasing their net long positions. Then you get an idea. That's why gold, when people are saying sell at 2.5 and we are seeing hedge funds and money managers adding on their net long positions, we were saying, why would we sell? Because this is clear that there is a high chance, a high probability that this thing might go to the upside. Hence, we saw that 3,000 mark. Last year, I was against the idea of buying gold to 3,000 mark. And I think it was Koro who was asking me this question. Nastasia as well on CNBC Africa. She said to me, can we possibly see 3,000 by the end of the year? I said, no. I differ. I don't think we're going to see 3,000 by the end of the year. And the reason why I was saying that is that I studied the report and I realized, no, these guys, they are in fact adding short positions. So obviously between November, December, we might not have much going on. Consolidation levels happening between 2,600, 2,700. And in the first quarter, that's when I say we will need to study the report and see what they are doing. If the spread is reducing, net long positions are being increased, therefore let's look into buying gold. Guys, we just need 5 more people to like the stream and we are having our 100 likes. I told you, if the more we increase likes, GU will go down. If we reach 100 likes, GU will definitely go down with a serious candle. Let's keep those likes coming. How do you read that spread on gold? So spread on gold is when you are having non-commercial companies hedging the market. So you are having contracts. Let's say you are having contracts worth 1,000 or 100,000, for example, depending, right? Or let me just say 1,000 contracts hedging. So meaning to say they are buying and they are selling at the same time. That's how you read it. So you have others selling, you have others buying, and you are having other commercial companies simply hedging. So chances are when they are hedging at this point, they want to see what is happening here. That's the reason why when you see a decrease in spread, the following week you find that the spread now is 500. You would find that half of this went into adding into buying. And the other way around. Guys, imagine all you guys that are giving out this powerful information and just sharing your knowledge on this market. Imagine if we were to meet every now and then and just talk about these things. We are not talking about anything, but we are just talking about this market. Imagine the impact we can have on this industry. Just coming in together, let's say we meet in a certain place and we are just coming in together and with information, not to confuse one another, but adopting information, trying to interpret it and trying to apply it. What is your long-term goal or long-term goal on gold? And somebody's just giving us information. This is what I see. This is my research. This is where I've come to my research. And the other one is coming in. And we are just trying to put two and two together. I'm telling you, man, rather than having seminars every now and then, where we are having a seminar where we just talk about what is a bullish candlestick. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody, but come on, guys. I'm not sure throwing, but we cannot really attend seminars where we're going to come and look like superstars wearing sunglasses. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's make money. No, man, we are tired of that. We want to come in and we want great minds to come in one room, guys, and we just dissect this market and make sense of it. Some of these things that you guys are sharing here, even in a business degree you would do, you will never even be given this information. But somebody can come in on YouTube and give you such kind of information on the comment section. It shows you how much we have great minds in the country, man, or in the continent. And we can really do something with this information. MJ, are you aware that the US is intentionally manipulating the market to buy it at its low? Hence, we are in a recession phase. Cinema. I always say these things and I get attacked. I always say these things and I get attacked. I always say this to you guys, that some of these things Trump is doing, yeah, one can say, but is this guy crazy or what? But think about it, guys. Can really the US do what it's doing just in jail because they don't know what they're doing? Let's just think about this. There is no plan in place. With also respect, let's say from China, right? Whatever that is happening right now, do you really think even the information about Trump saying that in South Africa bad things are happening, do you really think he doesn't have information? A whole president of the United States of America, he can come on a public platform and say bad things are happening just in jail? I beg to differ. I doubt. I doubt. There's something into that. There it is there. The US intentionally manipulating the market to buy it at its low. Hence why we see the recession. For every buyer, there must be a seller. And it's always what I say. Every time we see a market go low, for example, or goes high, I always say, ask yourself, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? What, like, when you see this market go down, it goes up, it goes down. What is really the purpose? What is one person trying to achieve out of this market? We've got economies worldwide. We can really draw support and resistance. You can draw your support at this level here. You can have your support at $1.32. But come on, guys, do you really think this market is gonna say, oh, we've got MJ in South Africa, he's on the live stream, guys, MJ put his support at $1.32, therefore we need to honor it, let's go up? Think about it. Just think about it. We mark these things to give ourselves an idea of what needs to happen. You see, I told you, if we have 100 likes, Upper Mangam, what did I tell you? I said, if we hit 100 likes, GU will drop. Then I guess I am the market maker. I guess I am the market maker. Told you, G will drop. Once we hit 100 likes, G will just drop. Look at it dropping. Look at it dropping. I told you, the market respects this channel. The market respects this channel. I guess I am the Bobby Axelrod. Look at that drop. We spoke of how many pips? 30 pips. Look at that. Spot on. That 30 pips, there it is. Just because we hit 100 likes. Avela is saying the market is a giant gamble house. The point is to have as many people as possible. Absolutely, my friend. The minute as retail traders, we understand that it's us against a massive giant system. And the only way to beat it is to do what they do. That's the only way. Or the only way not to, in fact, beat it, but the only way to capitalize on their movements is to more or less do what they do. Romeo, I didn't say that. Romeo say if we hit 200 likes, it will be 60 pips. I didn't say that. All I said is 30 points drop if we hit 100 likes. That's all I said. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, I really enjoy having a conversation with you guys and always coming on the comment section. I'm learning a lot from you guys. Look, I can always come here and look like I know everything, but I don't. I learn a lot from you guys. Right? I learn a lot from you guys. And I enjoy trading with you guys. New trading strategy just discovered today. Yeah, we're gonna practice it. It's more than just money podcast. Sia, is it by Witness Mdaga? Avela is saying, if you know the point, and if you know the point is to head the retail, where are their stop losses above all the highs and lows? That's where the money is. All the time, my friend, there's always going to be a price. And remember, as much as we can read the retail sentiments to know euro dollar, we've got retail traders buying euro at 80%. They can also have that information. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be out for the rest of the week, but there will be an episode that will drop between Friday and Sunday. I'm just looking at what is developing and we're gonna shoot it. So tomorrow we are not streaming. Like, you know, we like streaming Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So since Friday is a holiday, I've decided to stream from Monday to Wednesday, 3 days straight, right? So guys, please be responsible this coming Easter, right? Ensure that if you don't have anything going or you're not going anywhere, don't force to go anywhere. Stay indoors. Your life is more important than entertainment. If you're going to church, also all the best with that. Let's stay safe. Let's be responsible. Don't pressurize yourself to trade the money that you don't have. If you didn't make money this week, it is okay. I'm telling you, Easter will pass and you will have a new week where you can still use that money. If you don't have money for this Easter, you are not the only one, my friend, and you will never be the only one. It is okay. If you don't have any money to spend on this Easter, it is okay. You are not the only one. Don't pressurize yourself to enter into trades just because we are going for a break. It's a break at the end of the day. You will still have some chance to come back, right? My take on this, German, like I said, I cannot sell it until I am below. I need to be below this level for me to go to the downside. As long as I'm above it, this thing can simply go to the upside and make a new high, right? That's why I'm not entertaining it. I need to be below the view up. That's when I'm going to take it. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you next week. Cheers, bye.